that I thought some was possible. Like, for example, I didn't think that I could ever pay cash for a car. You want to know why? Because I was always living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how much money I made, I still was struggling from check to check. And I was in denial about it. I was like, I'm making more money. Why am I still struggling paying this light bill? Why am I still paying my rent late? Why do I have no money in my savings account? Why am I not investing in anything?
It's time to start the show and educate the people. Oh. It's time to help you see just how you can be financially free with Cleo.
Welcome back to another episode of Financially Free with Cleo. I am your host, Cleo Childress, and it is part 2 of the Start Fresh series. And today I'm going to be talking about choosing a theme to guide your life over the next 12 months. So this year I picked 2 words, which are intentional and relaxation. And the reason why I'm telling you all to choose a theme, 1 or 2 words, to guide your life over the next 12 months is because you want to actually be intentional, which is one of my words, with your actions, with your thoughts and your feelings and emotions around money and other areas of your life. So I know for me, y'all, I used to go with the flow, hoping that things get better, hoping that opportunities come my way, hoping that my habits would change, wishing, hoping, praying, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But what I realized year after year after year, when things didn't really change the way I felt that they should change, when things didn't happen the way I anticipated them to happen or wanted or desired them to happen, I had to go back to the drawing board and ask myself, Cleo, what is something new that you did? What is something that you changed? What did you actually do differently than you did prior years? Like, how can we want different? How can we want more or better if we still doing the same old things? Like, going with the flow is easy. You don't really have to put a lot of work in, and you just kind of hoping things change. But what I realized is that going with the flow, just coasting through life, really slows you down. Like, if you really want to live a certain lifestyle, do you know you could get there so much quicker if you be intentional about the things that you're doing to get closer to it? For example, if you want to make more income, you can't just keep working your same job or running your same business and not really doing anything at the next level. Like, we have to level up. Seriously, y'all. And I had to tell myself that. And sometimes we can think we leveling up and we still ain't doing nothing. But it takes you being around other people who are at higher, more successful levels to open up your mind to things that are bigger. And when I was younger, years ago, there are just certain things that I didn't even see for myself until I met someone or I hung around a group of people who were, thinking at a higher level that I thought some was possible. Like, for example, I didn't think that I could ever pay cash for a car. You want to know why? Because I was always living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how much money I made, I still was struggling from check to check. And I was in denial about it. I was like, I'm making more money. Why am I still struggling paying this light bill? Why am I still paying my rent late? Why do I have no money in my savings account? Why am I not investing in anything? But I can go get my hair done. I can go get my nails done. I give money for that. I can go, to the club or go travel. Now, this is back in the day. Like, we find money for what we want. We be thinking, I don't have enough money for this, or I can't afford this. Now, y'all know, if y'all really want something, you will find the money. Even if it's not from your own paycheck, your own regular paycheck, you'll still find a way to pay for something if it's something that you truly need and want and desire. So I'm going to tell y'all, for 2022, or whatever this year is, if you're watching this in a future years, I want you to know, do not go with the flow. Be intentional. Think about what your life what you want your life to look like over the next 12 months and pick 1 or 2 words that's going to help guide you. So for me, I chose intentional and relaxation. I chose intentional because I wanted to continue that, because last year I definitely was intentional, because last May I paid cash for a car. Now that was the second time I paid cash for a car, because the first time I paid cash for a car was for my mom. But for me, I always paid a car note. I always had a car note. And I was just like, I'm sick of car notes. I'm like, I'm tired of paying car notes. Now, nothing, if you want a car note, that's your business, right? But for me, I just was like, I don't want to pay car notes anymore. Not unless I have to. So I set it up to where, you know what? I wanted to get a new car. In May of last year, I went to Enterprise car sales. Well, I looked at a few places. I was looking on CarMax. I looked on Enterprise car sales website and a few others. But I saw this Maxima that I wanted that Enterprise had for sale. I walked up in there. Well, actually, I called them first, told them what I was looking for. I saw like 2 or 3 online that I wanted. I asked them, what's the discount? Because I know y'all got one. I'm not financing it. I'm paying cash. What's the discount? What discounts y'all got going on for a new customer? What discount you got going on for somebody paying cash? What discount that you got, your employee discount? What that look like? You know, I was asking them all the questions, and I ended up getting 2 discounts on the purchase, and it just felt good, because at the beginning of the year I was clear. Really, the end of the year prior, I was like, I want a new car, but I don't want a car note. And it's crazy sometimes, like how things happen, because I already had money saved for that car. But what really pushed my savings for this car over was a contract that I did that started February of last year. It was from February of 2020, and it was through July of 2020. And I'm telling y'all got to be specific. Please be specific when you are deciding what you really want out of your life, and put it somewhere in writing. Join me every single week on Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for a money yoga session. You're probably wondering, what is this money yoga stuff? It's a vinyasa style yoga class with financial affirmations and financial empowerment. It's designed to help you relax, reset, and prep for the work week ahead. And if we are nurturing our mind and our bodies, we can make better financial decisions and live financially free. There will be Q&A at the end, so bring your money questions. You can register at cleoyogafinance.com/money-yoga. I'll see you on Sunday. Now let's get back to the episode. This could be typed on your phone somewhere. This could be on paper and a pen. It could be a sticky note on the wall somewhere, in your rearview mirror in your car. It could be something in your wallet. Just put it somewhere that you know you're going to see it often. Because you know you have those days where you either forget or you just get overwhelmed with life, and you just kind of get so busy with stuff you can kind of fall off track. But you need those goals and those desires to be somewhere where you know you're going to see it every day. So if you need to set a reminder on your phone, you know how we get notifications for Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and TikTok, and Facebook, and all of that. You can set a reminder to remind you of certain goals you're working towards. So that way when you get tempted to fall off track, you can hurry up and kind of jack yourself up by the shirt, right? And like, look, you better keep going, better keep pushing, because this wait is going to be worth it. Like, if you have to sacrifice and go without some things for a period of time, that is totally okay. Everything doesn't have to be a right now or a yes. Sometimes things are going to have to be a no until next month or next year. I know this world of instant gratification, it can be really hard, especially if you are on social media looking at everybody else on what they doing and what they got, and you may try to feel like your life is not as great, or your life is not as valuable, or you're not capable of experiencing the same things or better. But that's one of the worst things you can do, is compare yourself to other people on social media, or other people in your city, or other people in your family. Like, we don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. And when I tell y'all, when I started to mind my own business and focus on my own path, my life was so much better. I could care less about what other people are doing and how they got there. It's like, yes, you do want to have a community and talk to people, but what I'm saying is the comparison thing. I'm not comparing my journey to the next person's journey or wishing I had what he or she had. Like, you're going to drive yourself crazy comparing yourself and your life and your journey to somebody else's. But if you focus more on your own journey and do the work, your life will be so much more fulfilled. It'll be so much happier. And choosing a theme is going to help you stay on track. Now, I want to share with you the reason why I chose relaxation was because I'm getting older. Okay? I am getting older. I am 36 years old. And I know that's not old. I know some people that's older than me like, girl, Cleo, you is still young. 36 is not old. But at the same time, I'm not no teenager or no little young 20-year-old something either. And what I've learned is that when I don't get sleep, I'm really not productive, mentally or physically. You know, sometimes we're working. I know I'm not the only one. You know, sometimes when you're working and you're like, you know what, I'm going to just check one more email, or I'm going to just make this one more phone call, or I'm going to just work on this one more thing. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours later or 4 hours later, or if you're trying to pull an all-nighter, it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and you still working. And then you realize, ooh, I got to go to sleep now. And then you wake up, don't get enough sleep. Now you really don't feel good inside. You know, mentally, physically, you're just drained, and you really can't make good decisions when you are always drained. Now, yes, there are going to be times where you got to pull the all-nighters or you got to wake up early in the morning, right? And that's okay, but I'm talking about if you're consistently not getting good quality sleep, maybe when you're younger, you could pull that off. But as you get older, you have to take care of your mind and your body, or your body will force you to stop. Then you're going to be mad, like, dang, now I really physically can't do anything, and now I'm forced to stop working or forced to stop living the life that I'm living right now because I didn't take care of myself. So we have to start thinking about what we're drinking, what we're eating, the sleep that we're getting every day. Are we moving our bodies? Are we working out in any type of way? And it could be small things. It doesn't have to be any drastic changes. That goes back to your habits every day. It doesn't have to be these huge, big, gigantic changes. It could be these small little steps that can really make a difference. But relaxation for me looks like actually having a day off where I don't open my laptop. That's a challenge for me, y'all. It's hard for me not to open my laptop. So even if I don't have a full day, at least having part of the day where I close it and I'm not working on my laptop or my phone. Or I'm just chilling watching a movie. I love watching movies, especially scary movies. That's like self-care to me. That's relaxation to me. I love getting massages and facials. That's self-care to me. I love having a funny, hilarious conversation with a friend, getting these laughs out. That's self-care to me. That's relaxation. I love to travel. I like to go to new places. That's relaxation for me. I like to go, okay, I know you may not think this is relaxation, but for me, it's part of it. This is why there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you design for your life, right? I like thrilling activities like skydiving. Now, most people wouldn't think that's relaxation, but for me, that's relaxing to me because I get to jump out of a plane. I'm excited, and after it's over, I'm just like, woo, now I could go just lay down somewhere, eat, or, lay on the beach or something, or just lay in the park somewhere. Like, that's relaxing to me. So that's why I chose relaxation, because I want to make sure I'm doing more things in my life to relax, to chill, to just take a moment to have peace of mind or quiet time. There's even times where I have like playlists where I'm just listening to some instrumental music, or I'm listening to rain or thunderstorm noises. That actually helps me sleep better. I'm the type of person where I used to couldn't sleep if I didn't have like a light on, but now I can sleep in the dark, but I may need to have my blinds open to have like the moonlight. And I need to have some type of noise. Like I cannot sleep in complete silence. Like silence is loud to me. I have to have either some rain noises, some white noise, or I have to have a fan blowing. That's just me. So I want you to think about, what does your life look like in these types of ways? What makes you feel good? What makes you laugh? What makes you smile? What are your money goals? Because money controls all these other areas of your life. What are your money goals? Are you trying to get out of debt? Are you trying to pay off some debt? Maybe you're not trying to pay off everything right now. Maybe you're just trying to pay off some of it. Are you trying to get in a position where you can borrow money for something? Trying to buy a house? Trying to get a new car? Are you trying to start a new business? What does that look like? Are you trying to be in a position where you can give more back to your community? Do you want to pay it forward more and help other people? Is that one of your goals? Like, what makes you happy? If you wake up, think about this. If you wake up tomorrow, what would you want to do with your life? What would make you feel good? Don't even think about, how would I get this done? Or do I have enough money? Don't think about none of that. Just tell me, or tell yourself, when you wake up, what would you want to do? Where would you want to go? How could you make an impact in other people's life? How could you help someone else? I think that's what life is about. It's about living a life that we enjoy, where we're not miserable all the time. We're not mad and sad all the time. We're not being confrontational with other people all the time. We're not being toxic or involved with all these toxic people. We need peace of mind, because we will kill ourselves and die early if we keep filling our spaces with negativity and toxic experiences. So ask yourself, what do you want, and what are those 1 or 2 words that you're going to use to guide your life over the next 12 months? And I want to know what that is. Send me a DM at Cleo Yoga Finance on all social media platforms. So wherever I'm at, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can comment and let me know, what are your 1 to 2 words that's going to guide your life over the next 12 months. This episode was brought to you by the Daily Money Habits text community, which is a community where you get one text message every single day, and it's going to have one financial affirmation to inspire and empower you, and then you're going to have one action step to take for the day. Just one step. It's real simple. Sometimes we can be so overwhelmed with so many different things to do that we're trying to do all these different things and not really making any progress. And then there are other times where we're so overwhelmed that we just don't know where to start, and we just don't do anything for weeks, for months, for years. So the Daily Money Habits text community is designed to help you take some action every single day, so we can always be moving closer to our money goals and actually accomplishing money goals, and then moving on to the next one. Still being grateful and content with what we have, but also not being afraid to actually push ourselves to get even greater. So if you are someone who is living paycheck to paycheck, if you are having struggles managing your money, if you are having struggles on staying consistent and getting closer to your money goals, and remember, living paycheck to paycheck is not just for someone who has a low income. There are high income earners who are living paycheck to paycheck. And if that is you too, and you need some accountability, some encouragement, and some real actionable steps to take every single day, then join the Daily Money Habit text community. So you can text Money Habits to 615-813-4827 and text Money Habits, all caps. If you don't text all caps, Money Habits, if it's not all caps, you're going to end up on somebody else's list. And I don't want you to end up on somebody's random list. I want you to end up on my list, so you can get your accountability every single day, holidays included, because we have to do something every single day, even if it's just a small little baby step. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.
Financially free with Cleo.